Hello, welcome back to our MySQL Database Administrator course. So for this session, we will be talking about the module 5, which is installing and configuring MySQL Server. Okay? So without further ado, let me introduce myself. So by the way, I'm Jackson Esoriano, your corporate trainer for this course. Yes. So for this session, we'll be talking about the following. Okay? So at the end of the course or at the end of the session, you should be able to install MySQL Server, able to configure MySQL Server, able to use shell commands, and able to store login credentials. Okay? So previously, okay, in the previous session, so we have already installed the Rocky Linux, a downstream version of Red Hat Enterprise Linux. So by using Rocky Linux, we don't need to uh, subscribe to the we don't need a subscription to the Rocky Linux just as compared with the RHEL 9, but the shell commands that we will be using are very similar to that Red Hat Linux. Okay? So, and in addition, we will be running our Linux in virtual machine. Yes. So, without further ado, let me first ask this question. If you could still remember the things that we have discussed in the previous session. So, I know that we will be using the MySQL Server Community Edition. So, but my question is, what are the popular MySQL servers available in the market as of the moment? Yes, Derek, I know you got the answer. So, these are MariaDB, Percona, and we have the Oracle MySQL Server. Okay. So again, in this session, we will be using MySQL Server Community Edition. Okay, perfect. So let's dive into the demonstration, which is the heart of this session, the installation and configuration of MySQL Server Community Edition. Okay, so let me first share my screen for the for the uh, for the Rocky Linux. Okay, so here it is. So there you go. Okay, so I guess everyone is ano, everyone can see my screen na. Okay, pa-thumbs up na lang. Yes, very good. Thanks for the reaction. So, let's click on the what you call this one, on the virtual box. So again, by using virtual box, you don't need to directly uh, install the Rocky Linux in your hardware. So it's it's on the top of the Windows siya. Okay? So yan yung maganda dito. Okay. So here, I type in the password. So I guess I need to fire up my what you call this one? My terminal. So this is the command line interface for Rocky Linux. So, ang counterpart nito sa Windows is PowerShell and DOS prompt. Okay? And of course, kung cross-platform naman, you have the JIT bash. Okay. So, first thing first is to install the MySQL server. So, remember, take note na itong version na to, wala pa tayong in-install na iba. So, base Linux pa rin ito. Okay? So, here is the first step para sa installation. So again, we are installing the MySQL server. So first is to download the MySQL and repository package by having this command wget https Okay? So itong link na to can be accessed sa the documentation ng Rocky Linux 9 on how to install MySQL Server. But you don't have to worry because at the end of the session, I will be sending all the scripts that I'll be using in this session. Okay? So I'll be putting that in our GitHub repository in MD file manner. Okay. So here we have the dev. Okay. So this is a link or URL. That's why it shouldn't have a what you call this one, a space in between. So mysql.com. So we will get so MySQL 8.0. Okay. 8.0 community. Then here release. Okay. EL9. So pag nilagay mong EL9, Enterprise Linux 9. Okay. So -1 no arc. So we are using the RPM package. Okay. .rpm. Okay. Pag Debian Linux yung gamit ninyo, then basically it's a deb. Okay. Pero we are using the RPM or Rocky Linux na downstream ng Red Hat. Okay. So okay na ba? Na-type na pa lahat? Okay, so I hope na hindi tayo na misspell o nagkaroon ng typo error or typo error dyan sa ating text or shell script or shell command. Okay? There you go. So kung ganyan yung lumabas, then basically you you have typed the uh, correct command. Ang tawag natin dito shell command, yung mga tina-type in natin dito. So these are shell commands. Okay, so we are now tackling two topics, installation and the shell commands. Okay. Then after that, sir, bakit kailangan ng repository package? Yes, you have to register that in the Linux. Okay. Then next is we will install that repo, okay, in our Linux locally. So we have the sudo. Pag sinabi nating sudo, you are invoking a command as a root or super user or administrator. Okay? Kung sa Windows, it's admin privilege. Okay? So here, we'll be using yum install. Okay? Why is it yum install, not the other shell command? Because this one checks the dependency. Kung may kulang, then basically, it will download. So make sure na kapag gumagamit kayo nito, you are connected to the internet. Okay? Kasi kailangan, kung may missing na dependencies, then the yum will get that for you or download that for you. Okay. So here, type in lang natin MySQL. So, pwede kang mag-tab, pero kung hindi siya, yan, tumunog siya. So, narinig nyo yung tunog doon. So, meaning, it cannot query yung dinownload natin. So, instead of typing it, since andito naman, na-download na natin siya at may prompt naman dyan, you can just click and highlight and then, or select, then you copy it, and then, you paste it. Yun. So, click and paste mo lang siya dyan. Okay? Ayan. Then you press the arrow key right para pumunta dun sa dulo. And then maglalagay tayo ng parameter na y, okay, or option y, meaning that we are telling the shell is the bash, okay, or the shell interface na okay, you will answer yes for if a question will be encountered. Ayan. So enter natin. Ayan. So here you type in your root password. Okay? Ayan. So, it will now install the repo locally. So, dapat same tayo. Okay? Sir, ano yung password? Ayan, sinet natin yan nung tayo ay nag-install previously ng Rocky Linux. So, ayan. So, I guess we have got we've got the repository and installed that na. Okay? Then next to that is we will import the public key for the MySQL 8. Ayan. So meron tayong mga keys na ginagamit diyan, okay? So part 'yan ng documentation. So we should put that. Okay, so dito ang gagamitin natin is sudo rpm, okay, dash dash import. Pwede bang dash I? Pwede kasi ano naman yan. Pag dash I, shortcut lang ng import yan. Okay? Then, this is, ano ulit, URL. So, make sure na walang space in between that. And tama yung na itatype ninyo. So, repo.mysql.com. And then, we will get the rpm-gpg. Okay? Then, dash key. Then dash MySQL will be using 2023. Ayan. Okay? So, okay na ba? So, pa-thumbs up naman. Okay, very good. Excellent. So, try natin. Ayan. So, pag bumalik na yung cursor with your user name, then basically, okay na yung pagkaka-import. Now, the next thing that we will do, so meron na tayong repository, meron na tayong key, then we'll now install the MySQL server. So, ang command natin for this, or the shell command for this is sudo, so root or admin privilege ulit, and then we will use the yum, okay, yum install, and then since meron na tayong MySQL server, na-download na natin yan, so MySQL, try natin baka andyan siya. So hindi pa siya, hindi niya ma-query. So MySQL community server. And then after that, lahat ng question will be answered by yes na. Okay? So yan yung parameter natin. Okay. Nakasunod? Okay. So may naiwan. Okay. So wait natin. Okay, wait natin for a second. Henry, okay na ba? So you're having parang issue. Okay, so I'll see you later sa breakout room natin para mai-assist kita. But for the meantime, you have to watch the demonstration. Okay? Is that okay? Yes, thank you, Henry. So, let's continue. So, let's fire up this thing. Ayun. Yeah. So, yung bilis ng installation depends on your internet. So, as of the moment, what I'm using is naka 100 Mbps ako. And then aside from that, I'm also using a Ryzen 5600 at may GPU card dyan. Kaya mabilis yung rendering ng aking VirtualBox. Okay, so hexa-core kasi yung pinili ko. I've tried it in i5, medyo may bagal. Okay, yung 10th gen. So, dito sa session na to, I'm using this one. Okay, so, ayan. So, na-install na natin siya. So, basically, what we will do is to enable the MySQL daemon service. Okay? So yun yung file na ano ginagamit natin, tinatawag natin para manipulate yung ating server either to start, stop, or restart. Okay? So yun yung ginagamit natin, yung MySQL d.service. And we can also enable that na mag-boot na siya or mag-run na siya pag nag-boot na yung system natin. So, on boot, kumbaga, kung pagka-start mo yung ating operating system, pagdating na dun sa desktop, running na rin si ating MySQL server. So, yun yung gagawin natin. We will enable that to auto start on reboot. So, we have there the sudo, okay, systemctl. Ang tawag ko dito system control sometimes kasi diyan mo kino-control tapos binabato mo yung command. So we have here enable, and then of course yung control na yun is under the MySQL D service or daemon. So MySQL D, okay, sorry. Ayan. SQL D that service. Okay? Service. Ayan. Okay? Thumbs up, please. Pag nakasunod, thank you. Ayan. So, naka-enable na siya, but hindi pa siya, hindi pa siya naka-start ngayon kasi on reboot yun eh. Now, to start that manually, then basically, what we will do is to, sir, paano namin mabe-verify kung talaga hindi siya nagra-run? Okay, so let's check the status first. So, ito yung gagamitin natin. For this one, since titignan na naman natin yung status, we don't need the admin privilege kasi nagbi-view lang tayo. So, systemctl, and then we will use the status, okay, of MySQLD. Ayan. Okay. So, tanggalin ko na lang itong .service. MySQLD lang. Okay. And then enter. Ayan. So, as you can see, doon sa active part, sa active part, it's inactive. So, we have to what? To run the server na. Okay. So, we'll make use of the admin privilege kasi i-manipulate natin siya. Start, stop siya. So, sudo system. Okay. Pwede nyo i-browse yung inyong previous commands by arrow key up. Ayan. So, ayan. So, dito, pwede ko na lang palitan to ng what? Start. Ayan. Okay. And then, enter lang natin. So, okay na? Everyone, following? Thumbs up, please. Thank you. Ayan. So, medyo may kabagalan because i-start niya eh. Okay. Mga tinatawag yung mga related files na mamamanipulate or kinakailangan for that service. So as you can see, bumalik na yung control sa atin, your cursor. So we can now press the arrow key up to get the status. So as you can see, ayan na siya, running na siya. Okay? And if we want to know if we want to verify kung ano yung mga nag-run na processes by MySQL user, then basically we can make use of the PDOF or process ID. Okay? Run, or dito makikita natin by mga process na ginagamit or inopen ni MySQL. Okay, ayan. So, with that, fire up natin. Ayan. So, of course, it should be the daemon. Okay? So, okay. Okay, so I guess, okay. So, na-type po ako. Okay? So, PDOF, okay. It shouldn't be the user. Kasi process ID of MySQL user. So you don't need the parameter na what you call this one, the user. So we'll just use the MySQL. Okay? So ang user natin kasi dito MySQL. Ayan. Ayan. So MySQLD. Sorry for that. Okay. Ayan. So it's 34292 kasi yung daemon yun natin. Okay? So next is we have the tama. It should be the MySQL daemon. Tama, ang galing mo, Henry. Okay? Ayan. So, tuloy natin. So, what if we want to know kung merong active na port or may nagra-run dun sa port na yon, then we will be using the netstat. Okay? Netstat dash ntlp. Okay? Then, grep 3306. Okay. So, as you can see, yan yung mga nagli-listen sa port ng 3306. And if you want to, kasi kanina sabi ko process eh. So, I was pertaining doon sa PDOF kanina. Process ID lang dapat yung kukunin ko doon. Okay? Yan. So, nakuha naman natin siya. Now, ang susunod natin is what you call this one. What if we want, yan yung target kanina, medyo na ko lang siya, na miss, ko siya, what you call, napagbaliktadan ko, okay? Ayan, so, what if we want to look or see the, what you call this one, yung mga open files by MySQL. Then basically, ito yon. Okay, so we will sudo, then ls of, then the user MySQL. So, meaning to say, ililist natin lahat ng open na files with the username MySQL. So as you can see, lahat ito ay inopen ni MySQL. So lahat ng mga files na yan nakikita nyo. Okay? Ayun. So I guess we're good with this part. Yung installing and using the shell commands. Now, paano pag i-open na natin yung ating MySQL? So running naman na eh. So you want to use the application na MySQL. Okay? So yung server andyan siya. So siya yung nagma-manage ng MySQL mo na application. Now we want to make use now of the MySQL. So how are we going to access the MySQL? Kasi pag nilagay mong MySQL lang dyan, then basically you are not allowed to make use of that. Kasi wala ka nilagay na username or password. Kaya access denied. So before tayo mag-dive in dyan, we have to set the secure installation of that. So we will secure the installation by doing this steps. Okay? So again, we are now on the MySQL secure installation para mapasukan natin si MySQL at makapag-demo tayo ng mga scripts na konti. Okay? So, malapit na tayong matapos dito sa session na to. So, mabilis lang to. Okay. Pa-react na lang if naka-follow na lahat. Okay, so let's continue. Okay? So, we will now check the password na ginagamit ni MySQL. Okay, so meron tayo ditong tinatawag na what you call this one, yung file na. So i-grep natin siya and then let's check the password na nandyan. Okay, sa var live. Okay, then we it's not live, it's logs, I mean. And then we have the MySQL sqld.log. Okay. Ayan. So as you can see, meron akong ginagamit na password doon. Okay, ayun siya. Okay. So yan yung babaguhin natin. So once na nag-log in tayo guys, and using that password, automatic mag-expire siya. So we have to change that immediately. So before you do this, dapat meron na kayong nominated na password. But in our demo purpose, then basically, we will use the same one. Kasi pag nakalimutan natin, then basically at least, i-grep mo lang siya dyan. Makikita mo ulit. Okay? Hindi siya mawawala. So, yan pa rin yung gagamitin ko. Now, we will check kung nasaan si MySecure or yung MySQL Secure installation. So, which, then, here we have the MySQL _ secure. Tab ko baka andyan siya. Ayan. So, nag-tab na ako para ma-autocomplete siya. And then, same lang, no? Okay? Then, enter natin. So, it's residing on the user bin. So, ang gagawin natin dyan is check natin kung anong laman yan. So, ls, this natin. Then, we have the LTR. And then, kunin natin yung path na to. So, you can just click and copy that one para hindi nyo na ita-type. Copy and then you paste it. Okay? Then enter natin. Okay, so mean to say that this one can be written, read, and executed by the root, and the other users can execute and read. So hindi pwedeng palitan ni yung Jackson lang na user ko dyan. Okay, so gawin natin dito is we will now what? We will now change the password. Okay, so we'll just sudo this one, MySQL. Okay, so hindi siya makita ni query. Ayun, so ayan, nakuha na niya nung nag-tab ako. And then, let's run this thing. Okay? Ayan. So, ano yung password? So, ito yung default password natin for that. And I'll be using this. Okay, i-renew ko lang siya. para at least kapag nakalimutan ko, then andyan siya. But in production, syempre, you have nominated na dapat na password. Kasi mahirap mag-nominate ngayon kasi sobrang, yung, what you call this one? Yung requirement for the password is marami. Okay? So, for the meantime, we will be reusing this. So, I'll just paste this one, enter, and then the existing password expired. New password, yes, yun pa rin po. Paste, and then re-enter the password. So, syempre, tatanungin ka ulit nito, okay, sa validate. Okay? So, sabi niya, change the password for root. Yes. So, uulitin lang natin i-enter yon. Okay? So, yung new password natin ay same pa rin. Paste natin. Okay? Paste ulit. Okay. And do you wish to continue with the password provided? Yes. Ang sagot natin dito. Okay? Then, we will remove anonymous users. Yes. Okay, tayo yung root lang talaga ang pwedeng gumamit. Okay? For the meantime. Pero as we go along with our training, we will calibrate those things. Okay? Then this allow root login remotely. Yes. So, yes din natin to. Okay? And then remove test database. Yes, pa rin. Okay, so meron tayong test database dyan for security. Tatanggalin din natin yon. And then we will now flash the privileges. So, uulitin yung privileges, then yes. Okay. So, as you can see, we have now changed the password and basically, pwede na tayong mag-log in. Okay, so let's try to log in. So, tawagin natin yung MySQL application and that's yung option for the user and we provide the password the username na root. Okay, and then dash p for the password and then enter lang natin, then it will ask or the terminal will ask for the password, then you paste yung yung default password na ni-reuse natin at ni-renew natin and then enter. So as you can see, nasa loob na tayo ng MySQL application and here we can now make use of the shell scripts MySQL scripts for this application. So first we have the show databases. So yung statement natin dito nag-i-end siya sa or terminated by semicolon. Okay? So as you can see, meron tayong database chain. Okay, so if you want to make use of the MySQL, then use MySQL then terminated by semicolon. As you can see, nag-change na. So, makikita na natin kung ano yung mga laman ng ating database by show tables. Ayan. Then, ayan. Okay? So, I'll stop in that part ng MySQL kasi may gagawin pa tayo kasi every time na nag-exit ka, you provide the password. So, the next thing na gagawin natin is we will now install the login credentials para ang tatawagin mo na lang is yung MySQL application. So here, if you want to quit the application na MySQL, you use / and then Q. Okay? Then enter. So, bumalik na tayo doon sa shell interface ulit or the bash interface. Okay. So, ang sinasabi ko kasi kanina, what if you want to fire up this thing? Yung ganyan lang, tapos papasok ka na doon sa mismong application. Okay. So, paano natin gagawin yan? So, basically, we will make use of the MySQL config editor or the service manager editor. Ayan. Okay, sa mga nagtatanong, so where can we find that? Basically, you can make use of the documentation of MySQL. So, pakita ko dito. So, medyo loading siya. Tayo lang natin. Ayan. So, ayan. So, dito hanapin natin yung MySQL server documentation. Ayun. So, dito tayo. And then click on that. And then here, we'll be searching for service manager config. Yan lang. Ayan siya. Okay. So as you can see, andito yung mga kailangan mo i-feed in all about that. So this is the documentation. So lahat ng mga ginagamit natin na scripts, okay, if you want to know more about that, then basically you search here in the documentation. Okay? Ayan. So, balik tayo doon sa ating terminal. So, para hindi kayo malito, I will close this thing. Ayan. Okay. So, malapit na tayo matapos. Yes, okay. You don't have to worry. Malapit tayo matapos sa ating first part ng session. Okay. So, here we have the MySQL config editor. So, yun yung gagamitin natin. So, MySQL, okay, config, tab ko nga baka, ayan. So, nag-tab ako, then I will check the manual for set. So, pwede tayong gumamit ng help to see kung ano yung mga parameters. So, ang gagamitin lang naman natin dito is of course, the user, ayan, the login path, okay, then of course, the password. Okay, so, yan yung isi-set natin na parameters. So, try ulit natin. So, buksan ulit natin yung arrow key up para lumabas yung previous previous uh, shell script na ginamit natin. So here, gagamitin ko yung what? User. Okay? Ayan. So ginamit ko yung user na parameter. May shortcut, merong long method. So long method yung gagamitin ko para malinaw. And we get here the root. So we provide the root. And sa login path, okay, it will be, of course, the client. Okay? And then we have the password. Ayan. Okay? Ayan. So before nyo siya i-enter, make sure na what? Na-copy nyo yung kanina. So I will copy it first. Ayun. Baka kasi na-overwrite ko na siya. So I will copy that one para prepare na siya kapag nag-execute ako. And now I will execute this one. It will ask for the password and I will just paste it. Kasi nasa clipboard na yung password. And then there you go. So the next time na i-invoke natin si MySQL, hindi na siya access denied. Okay? So that's how you store the login credentials. Okay, so kapag nag-show databases ka, show databases, terminated by semicolon, there it is. It's working, and if we want to quit, then /, then Q. Okay, so we're done. So that's how, I know, how simply to do the following outcomes or objectives that I've discussed a while ago. So, of course, I have to go back to the what you call this one, the slide. Okay, so stop sharing ko muna. Okay. Yes, my question. Yeah. So we'll talk about that sa breakout session or breakout room. So, mag-share ulit ako and I will share the PowerPoint. Of course. Ayan, asa na yung PowerPoint natin dito? So it's here. So, as you can see, we're done with the following objectives. Ito yung objectives natin. So, we will be able to install MySQL Server. We will able to configure MySQL Server, and we've used shell commands, okay? And we will able to store the login credentials. So what's next? Okay. Of course, it's your turn. So before we resume our session later on, you have to do the assignment. So MySQL import. Okay, so what you will do is to download the tab delimited file, then do the following. So the file, I'll be sending that in the group chat. Okay, create employees database with the staff table. Then use the MySQL import to populate the database using the tab delimited file and push the scripts in repository. Okay? So when you run your scripts, ito yung binabanggit ko dyan guys. When you run the scripts, you should, ito yung isi-save ninyo. So make use of the MD file format. Ito yon. So I will first uh, i-share ko ulit yung screen ko na isa pa. Okay, stop ko to. Then share. Ayan. Ayan. So, make sure na yung mga commands na ginagawa ninyo, you store it in MD file. Okay, so I've already, we've tackled this previously kung paano magsulat ng MD file, and this one will be uploaded to the GitHub repository para makita ko kung ano yung mga nilagay yung scripts. Okay? And for further reference nyo na rin yan. After ng training natin, may mabubuklat kayo. Okay? And also, I will be sending a copy of this. Kasi ito yung sa lecture natin. Okay? Or sa demo natin. So, I'll compile that and post it in the GitHub repository. Okay, so going back to the what you call this one? To the slide. Ayan. Saan na yan? Stop sharing, then share my screen ulit. Okay. There you go. So that's all about our assignment. So I'll be leaving you this. Okay. This quote. A good software engineer can work even with incomplete information. Okay? So this applies to MySQL database administrator. Okay. So you have the documentation. If the discussion or if the details that I gave you is medyo kulang pa, then you can dive into the documentation and look for the details of the thing that you are curious with. Okay, so in that manner, I would like to say thank you for attending this session. Okay, so don't forget we still have a session after an hour maybe or the lunch break. Okay, so I'll see you later, guys. Happy what? Have your lunch and enjoy your meal. Okay.